All right.
All right, we back. I think that was user error. I think I do. I think when it switched, and I hit the wrong button.
That'll happen. So we're back live. We'll see if people find it from the other one or not. But yeah, look at this. People are logging in. All right, everybody. So that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah. Well, it's been a great show, folks.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of great show, we're gonna have some good conversation today. But I do have a hard stop at 12:30, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have to book it right there. Uh, James Sturminator says, "Hey again, wondering what happened. Who
That
knows?"
was me. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
So on Sunday we have a team call, and and I was driving back from Big Rapids, and it's not a very populated area through between here and there, and also apparently not very good data service because I got in there, started talking, and we're all, and then I just see people like and they couldn't hear anything I was saying.
Yeah.
So and then we just got disconnected. So
It's always
uh,
bad when you're doing an appointment. You're like,
yeah, you know.
y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me.
But yeah, but we shall make it through all of these technical difficulties when we have them, and we're back. And okay, now we can get started because Kimberly's back, uh,
Kimberly's here. There we
J
go.
Bo's back, Zach is back. Guess who's back?
Back,
Zach is
back
back.
again.
Oh, Sturm commented that it was the quickest team call we've ever had. Yes, it was. It went pretty quick. No disagreements, no
That's
no
great.
debates. It was great. All right, man. Uh, lots happening. What's up in your world, dude?
Man, what's happening in my world? Man, just where's the book? Oh, I don't have the book here on my desk. But man, just really preparing for necessary endings,
Mm.
and there's just a leadership deal that was Henry Cloud wrote a book called Necessary Endings.
I
And
was just gonna say, are you rereading that? I know you've read that book before, right?
yeah, so it's going through it and seeing what needs to change around here, man. And
Yeah.
evaluating if things need to change and we don't make the changes or I don't initiate the changes, what's wrong with me that's not happening?
Yeah.
So I mean, this, man. Sometimes you got to make hard decisions, and the great thing is, even in making hard decisions, you can't be worried about failing. I mean, there's a verse that says, "Take no thought, don't worry." For us, for the Christian, the worry principle is that's an indication that something is drastically wrong internally,
Mm.
and so can't worry. Just got to go ahead and make the changes.
Yeah, you're kind of speaking to me right now, just right off the bat there.
Really,
Because yeah, we got some changes and things coming up in the soapstone too, and it's like, man, is this the right move? Like, I mean, basically, it's time for a new fresh look at the soapstone,
ho
and
ho.
I just happen to know this team of people called Inspire Create Labs, and we started talking about it, and they rolled their sleeves up, uh, tagged in Ace the Base to help out with this one, and my goodness, um, it's cool. Oh, and actually, Ava comments, I like the changes you did for managing kids. That's good timing to hear that. Because yeah, it's there's a cost anytime you, and I'm not talking about necessarily financial cost, but there's a trade-off anytime you make a change. And the trade-off for putting in that landing platform has been that we reduce the number of underage kids that are in there, but we also reduce the number of adults a little bit, because there's
Yeah.
some adults that come in and get frustrated and just leave. And also, like our stats are, they take a little bit of a hit if people come in and then leave.
Right.
Then it's a, it's a bad mark against you. But so that's good to hear that, for the people that are in the experience are appreciating it, because again, the experience is always better is worth more than the data and the numbers. So thanks for that.
Sweet.
Um,
So yeah, so the soapstone, when you say new soapstone,
we're
are we
moving
saying?
we're moving to the city, bud. We're moving to the city.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
we tagged in the Inspire team to put a fresh new look on the soapstone, and also just like break it down to its foundation and rebuild it further optimized, trying to make the experience better and better for people. But it's change, there's some change, and it's like, ooh, is this going to be good? Is there something I'm not seeing that this is going to put more bumps in the road, So
Dude, so I just met with, well, I'll say it like this. So I had to make a change that everything in me did not want to do. Well, I can't say everything, but I knew we had to go to, again, so I'm the new leader here, the new guy in charge. And I had to move to, we have our regular 11 o'clock gathering time on Sundays. And the church expertise says, experience across the board says, when a congregation gets to 80% capacity, it's time to do something else, because you will lose a lot of people. Like, you get holes in the boats because of the space issue. So I know that. I've known that for years. So, dude, I quickly had to go to a second service. And, dude, I did not want to do that at all.
Yeah.
In fact, once I make the decision, I was like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, this is the worst. My feelings were, don't do it. Like, this is horrible. Why would you do this? But I also, there's this phrase I always say, feelings are real, but they're not always right. And feelings change. So you can't necessarily trust your feelings all the time. If you're a person who trusts feelings, man, that's a very dangerous thin ice that you skate on.
Yeah.
And so,
The whole advice of trust your gut, sometimes that can be dead wrong.
trusting your gut hurts your butt.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So, man, I did. I mean, and I knew it was the best decision, but again, I just didn't want to do it. It was tough.
So has the second service already been implemented? Or yeah, man, you don't mess around. Like, here you're talking about a tough decision that you're wrestling with, and it's already implemented and rolling, huh?
Dude, and immediately the original one, we moved so for wider capacity, and already that one is at 90% capacity.
Wow. I mean, you know what that says? That says you had a lot of potential energy. You had a lot of people that were ready for something to happen, but there was a stumbling block in the way, and you removed it. And that's cool. There was a church strategist that I was talking with, and he came in to a church I was involved with, and somebody said, "Oh, we're concerned that we're going to outgrow our space." And he said, "Don't be. You will never outgrow your space, because when you hit that cap of about 80, tops 85% capacity, people will stop coming, because
Yeah.
it becomes uncomfortable to come in and
Right.
find a spot and all that." So I commend you, man, for making that tough decision, because it is like it's almost, you'd think there'd be efficiencies, like doing two would be half the work of doing, one, but it's almost exponential because now
Yeah,
you got to take your team and divide them up and yeah, it can almost be exponentially more difficult to do two
yeah,
than one.
yeah. But we got a good squad here, man. So
I believe it.
small but good.
I believe it. Yeah.
So man, has it been published yet?
Oh no! In fact, like I'm way shooting the gun even talking about it because
Oh,
we're probably like I'm over a month away from publishing it, but
really?
we got a lot of it fleshed out and like ready. It's there. It's cool.
I
Yeah.
wonder. So it's gonna be in the city.
Hmm.
That's great. I wonder. I'm just thinking out loud, man. I wonder if like your yard that you have, the property, the land that you own, because it's a good piece of property that you have. It has the fire pit and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if if I could move my world on your property just to have that outdoor spot.
So it's interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing about a city that isn't in the current soapstone, and that's a lot of buildings. And so we're going to be Jason Earl's Productions has always had a door in the soapstone,
Yeah.
but it's more it's gonna have a much greater presence in this new one. Like
Let's go. All right
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Let's
Same
go.
with our friends with the Inspire Create Labs, like they've been so instrumental in the building and scripting
Yeah.
and development of the soapstone. And while they had, there was a plaque up that said, a collaboration with Inspire Create Labs,
Yeah.
and they always had an Inspire pick of the week. Again, it was kind of the same thing where like I came through and I did a survey, and a lot of the hardcore soapstonians knew exactly who Inspire was, but a lot of the people didn't really know him.
Right.
Like oh yeah, I've seen that letter N, but didn't know what it meant or anything. So much like with Jason Earl's Productions,
Yeah.
we're creating more of a more of a like a permanent like cornerstone
Yeah.
type deal there, and it's cool.
Wow.
It's cool.
Dude, this is huge, bro.
Yeah, oh, it's big. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
it's big what's happening. And
Hey,
it, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, well, I was gonna say it's like it's a good opportunity too because it allows us to break everything down to the foundation and then rebuild. And again, like that's one of the benefits of the metaverse. Like you
Yeah.
can do that. You can, you know,
Dude, and this reminds me of your original idea. Dude, this is everybody listen. I'm talking about before Soapstone Comedy Club existed. I'm talking about one of Aaron's first ideas. This touches that.
man, I can't believe like wow, I can't believe you brought that up because you're right. This like originally it was a land. Originally it was an area that would have a podcast studio, a couple different theaters, like it was a land, not
Yeah,
just a club. And you're right, like this is kind of breathing new life into that concept where
wow.
yeah. Well, and there's other places in Horizon Worlds that have been doing stuff like Golden Avenue, created by Golden Hands. Super, super cool world. And when you go in there, like you're in a city and you're on a street, and then there's all these buildings with
Yeah,
doors going to other worlds and stuff like that. So, it's cool. And Blue Wave Studios just released a movie that they did in Horizon Worlds, and their premiere world was actually three worlds that were all connected, and like it's like it's amazing to see
huge, bro.
what's all happening. Yeah.
And what I'm just what's really exciting to me as your friend is just seeing those early ideas just still like kind of like that's so beautiful, bro.
Well, I was thinking back to an early episode when you and I started talking about like a certification program. Like,
Yeah,
and now to look at like our training process,
right.
like I mean that effectively we're doing exactly what you and I had talked about, 9 months before it came into reality. And
Yeah,
man, Alma Jean, she's the one. She's the one who has taken this from like you and I potentially talking about, man, wouldn't it be cool if it had something like this? And then she's put the horsepower behind it and the passion behind it
yeah.
and like made it happen. Oof,
That's
man, I people over and over are doing that.
yeah.
Like, man, Sturm was asking about this show that a news organization came out and filmed, and it'll be a big time story here in a month and a half or so. And to see the people engage in that project, like we just jumped in and did something brand new. Like,
So,
what national news? Yeah, we'll experiment.
yeah.
Uh,
And y'all did it and it was I guess we'll see I can see your face. You like it
it's
was like
good.
that.
It's good. And Carrie Joe, who is lunch lady, says we love Alma indeed. And Carrie Joe, man, oh man, this
So
lady
good.
coordinates all of our shows, handles a lot of all the scheduling and everything for all the dry bar stuff we've been doing. Incredible. Yeah, yep. Here's some more love for Alma.
Yeah, ma.
Yep, Alma
Yeah,
is on it. She
yeah,
is.
ma.
Yeah. All right, man. Golly, it feels like I mean, we connect a lot. We connected
Yeah,
Fridays in Worlds at Jason Earls Productions and do some world hopping and stuff. And we connect on Tuesdays for this live stream.
right.
Uh, sorry. Usler says, "Oh wait, I'm behind here." Oh, Richard says, "Alma, do you not mean Connie?" So they're twins. So who knows? You know what? Here's Alma right here. Nothing happens by working alone. The entire team is awesome. We have a great village, man.
Absolutely we do.
That is absolutely right. Man, oh man. Yeah. Yeah, this is a really good team. To see the way that the people involved here have come together and support each other and that like it's incredible. Absolutely
Absolutely.
incredible. Big
Hey,
Top Clown even chimes in. So true. Big Top Clown. I
big
popped
top.
in I popped into the soapstone this morning and Big Top was in there out by the doors like like the bagpipes when you walk into some place and the bagpipes are playing. He was out there playing. I'm not even sure what instrument he was playing. Big Top, maybe you can chime in the comments and let us know what you were playing. It was some kind of a horn, but he was just playing out there in the courtyard and people were rolling in and just coming up and listening to him play. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Zach.
Together, everyone achieves more. That's
Yeah,
right.
indeed.
Hey, by
Indeed.
the way, man, Cal last week he left because his father was in the hospital,
Mm.
and I kept trying to reach out to him that day, trying to figure out how he was doing, man, and he responded. He's like, "Hey, bud, a miracle seems to have happened. My dad is being discharged today, and will be returning home." So cool, man. God answers prayers, bro.
That is cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
so good, man. So what else? Dude, what else? Like it's seemed like you got a whole lot that you got to.
I do. There's a bunch. In fact, I got to jump off to go to this next thing, which is a big thing. and like there's a lot of big things happening. It's so cool. It's so cool to see things gain traction
Yeah.
and to see things move forward and to see the fruits of what we're working on. It's this is a special time.
So good, man. Persistence, dude. You've been consistent. The diligent hand will prosper, bro. And that's what
Amen.
we're saying.
Yeah. Well, on that note, you know what? Let's call it.
Let's
I think
call
we've
it,
done
man.
what we needed to do today.
Let's go. So you can get ready for your next big meeting.
Yeah. This is so valuable and so treasured for me to get together with you, Jason, and everybody who's tuning in and watching and participating in the chats. You all are just as much a part of this as
Indeed.
everybody else. So thank you. We will be in Jason Earle's Productions at the Well Metaverse show on Friday at 11 a.m. And then, of course, we'll be back here, through thick or thin, technical troubles or not, we'll be back here next week, Tuesday at noon Eastern.
That's it.
Thanks, Oculos chimes in and says, this has been great. Yep. Sorry you missed the live stream, Oculos.
Man, appreciate all your comments earlier too, man. That was great.
Yep. All right, everybody. Thank you. See ya.
Peace.